Reid and Mark Hedrick on 103.7 The Buzz. It's the outdoor show you've been waiting for. Now, here are your hosts of the Wild Side, Trey Reid and Mark Hedrick.
A good Tuesday evening to you. Welcome to the outdoor radio program that promises to be better than tonight's vice presidential debate.
I don't know.
I said better. I didn't say.
You said promise.
I didn't
you
say
said promises.
I said better. I didn't say we were going to be funnier or scarier or more. I don't know. But I think it'll be better. It's better programming. This I promise will be better programming than what you'll see.
There's no question. As a matter of fact, my voice has left again, Trey. So I'm going to be.
Well, was it ever right?
2 weeks ago, I remember having a voice.
It was pretty rough, man. I felt terrible for you if you didn't hear last week's show or haven't heard it yet.
I felt terrible for you too, Trey.
I know you did.
Yeah.
I know you did. I was in Venice, Louisiana, stroking on the redfish and the speckled sea trout, and Mark was here in Little Rock. And trying to, he sent as I'm leaving the Venice Marina Tuesday morning. Of course, you know, we're still roughly 13 hours, T-minus 13 hours from showtime at that point. I get a text from Mark that says, I've lost my voice, don't know if I'm going to be able to do the show tonight. Hold on, David, now you're punched up. There you go.
You should have seen in the studio.
Well, it was a madhouse in here. I talked to Ronnie Ritter from Arkansas Hunters Feeding the Hungry later, and I said, "Look, Mark's lost his voice." He goes, "Well, I was going to bring Grant Westmoreland." I said, "Good. Maybe bring 3 or 4 other board members, and y'all can just have a meeting and do all the talking to get Mark through." But
we made it. It was touch and go, kind of like tonight.
You're sounding better, but it's still not. You're not all the way there.
I'm not quite the Barry White type stuff yet. You know
When is he ever always there?
Oh, that did it.
Fair,
that
Damon.
did it.
That's fair.
That was, and that's hurtful. Very hurtful.
I mean, he's kicking you while you're down.
Well, you know, he's taller than I am.
He is, and his ears are lower than yours are.
Yes, yeah. I mean, and like I say, I don't know where the barber college is, but it must have been a good bowl of soup.
Stop it, Mark. Stop it. Oh,
God.
Goodness. You know, it's going to be a fun show. We got some great keepers and calls tonight. I saw you working on yours in the green room. I'm going to read you a couple of my headlines for mine as a tease, right?
Oh, yeah.
Japanese frogs have evolved not to poop.
Oh, I like that.
That's a good one, right? I got some numbers from the alligator hunt we'll share with you. River otter attacks child.
Nice.
Illegal goat breeder convicted and sentenced to jail. Now
we've talked about that. That's a reprise.
It is a review, a revisiting of a story. When I say illegal goat breeder, I mean the man was breeding goats to create other goats.
Yeah, and you know,
you got to be careful how you say that.
It's your keeper call. I'm just staying away from it.
And a good story about a kid saving his dad from from being mauled by a black bear up in Wisconsin.
I don't have anything near that good, so I'm just going to go ahead and go home.
Oh, you've got good stuff. Well, Mark, you know, look,
I do have one good. I do have a really good one about a family that lost a pet for 30 years. We'll talk about that.
And then found it.
Alive. We won't go into much more of that. But.
Ooh.
Yeah,
I like it. You know what else, Mark? It's October.
Yes, it is.
I can't believe it.
Now, I can't believe it's October, Trey. Don't they say it on every TV show? I can't believe it's already October.
It's already October.
Oh,
I can't believe it.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
I mean, you know, Kimmel has a whole deal that he does on that, which is pretty funny.
Yeah, no, it's but you know, fall is officially here. No, talking about all the keepers and
we
calls.
got Philip. Don't forget. I know you don't come in a lot anymore.
Whatever. I'm getting to Philip in 29 seconds. No, the keepers and calls. I've had the bank vault's been full, and we've had a lot of guests in studio.
Yes,
I was out last week, and so I'm cleaning out the cupboard tonight, Mark.
That's good.
With lots of keepers and calls, and I hope Stephen Herron at Battery Outfitters is happy. You saw him today, didn't you?
No.
Did you?
I talked to him. I texted him.
Okay. Well, how about a fishing report? What do you think about that?
I think that's time.
I think it's time. If I can find it. Where is it? They even move stuff around.
It's time for the Trader Bill's Outdoors Fishing Report. With locations in Hot Springs and Little Rock, Trader Bill's is your one-stop for all things outdoors.
And we go to the Edwards Food Giant hotline to talk to Philip Kastner. Philip, what is going on, my man?
So, right off the bat, all of a sudden, Lake Washita is down 8 feet.
It's dropping like a foot a week.
It really is. It's just goofy crazy how all of a sudden, Washita has been above the normal curve for all summer long.
Right.
Now all of a sudden it's 8 feet down. DeGray is 7 feet down. Greason and Greer's are both 5 feet down. Bull Shoals just now got to 6 feet down. So, yeah, fall has finally kicked in to normal level on lakes or still above level, but, crashing pretty quickly. Topwater bite is the biggest way you can go out on the lakes and catch fish. Last weekend on Saturday, the Bahia tournament on Lake Hamilton.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that.
18.5 pounds to win. 18.5 pounds on Hamilton the end of September, the 1st of October is an awful big stringer. 16 pounds to get a decent check. So
listen, didn't they catch them on like jerk baits? Like Yozuri jerk baits or something? Was that Sheffield's caught those fish?
So Sheffield caught the winning stringer, yes, and he caught him, as he said, on Topwater, yes, throwing that. But that the top 10 boats all were pretty much within sight of one another.
Yeah.
They were all catching topwater fish and scoping the big ones, trying to figure out which ones to throw at next.
That's pretty incredible. The
next thing we've all got to talk about is obviously the upcoming hunting season coming into play in central Arkansas. We're not but 3 weeks away from muzzleloading season opening up.
Wait a minute, Philip. Wait a minute. It's not muzzleloading season anymore. It's alternative firearm season.
By golly, you can call it what you want. It's always going to be muzzleloading in my book.
I'm with you, Philip. I'm just picking. I'm just picking a little bit.
The idea of muzzle loading for Trey now is a night at the El Portone bar. That's muzzle loading.
It's called cheating season. Because that's what it's evolved into. And
he said it, Mark, not me.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like forward-facing sonar. Here we go.
There we go.
I got to ask you something. I got to ask you one thing. I know we're getting hunting season's firing up, but you have your first Trader Bill's high school bass fishing trail. I think like October. What is it? 20th, I believe.
Yeah, it's coming up. Yeah, it's third weekend in October. High school season starts.
Yeah,
absolutely. Trader Bill's Team Trail, of course, is going to start in February this year, and the high school season obviously starts in October. We've got to knock some tournaments out of the way when we can.
All right, Philip.
Mark,
you were
the best way to do it.
You were on track to talk about hunting, and Mark derailed you. So I'll let you get back to it.
Go back to it. We got a minute.
Got 1 minute. So if we got 1 minute left, guys, I'm sorry. It's the elephant in the room. He was only the hit king for his entire career. And guess what? I've got 3 balls that are signed by him and a bat as well. We need to take just 2 seconds, a moment of silence.
Charlie Hustle.
Yeah, I got a baseball bat autograph.
Very few men alive like one of a kind.
It's been Pete Rose, tough week, man. Chris Christopherson, that's one that kicked me.
John Amos.
John Amos. I heard that tonight on the ABC News. Yeah,
it was a tough week, and I don't mean to derail the fishing report, but there are very few men that are there, and he's one of them.
Yeah, he was a baller for sure. Well, Philip, thank you so much, my friend, and you're a baller too. We appreciate you being here every Tuesday night. We'll talk to you next week, man.
See you, Philip.
Have a good week.
That is Philip Kastner from Trader Bill's Outdoors with a weekly fishing report. Stick around, more Wild Side coming up.
Hey folks, Mark Hedrick here to tell you about Battery Outfitters in North Little Rock. They're here to serve your battery needs, from cell phones to hearing aids to power tools. And when it comes to service, Battery Outfitters is second to none. Got a problem with your truck or your boat battery? Just pull in at 5915 JFK Boulevard and the Battery Outfitters crew will handle the rest. And don't forget to ask about Key Fob Friday and Watch Battery Saturday. You'll be glad you did. Battery Outfitters, 501-537-4990 for all your battery needs.
I'm Trey Reid from the Wild Side on 103.7 The Buzz, and when I'm looking for a great home-cooked lunch on the fly, my go-to spot is the deli at my neighborhood Edwards Food Giant. There's always a great selection of delicious meats and vegetables, fresh from the kitchen and served with a smile by the friendly folks behind the deli counter. You'll get heaping portions with cornbread or a dinner roll and a drink to wash it down, all for under $9. For home cooking without the hassle of washing dishes, go see our friends at Edwards Food Giant.
Birch Tree Communities presents the high school football game of the week with RJ Hawk, Kyle Sutherland, and Josh Neighbors. Every Friday night this football season, the guys will travel the state to find the best matchups in high school football. The Birch Tree Communities High School Game of the Week brought to you in part by the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas, ASU 3 Rivers, Midtown Plumbing, Roller Funeral Homes, 270 Grill in Poen, and Baptist Health.
Roger Scott for Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union in Benton. They are your one-stop shop for all your lending needs. Shop for a motorcycle, ATV, maybe a boat or an RV. They've got you covered. How about a personal loan to help with some unexpected expenses? Alcoa Community FCU does that too. And they occasionally offer some of the lowest auto rates in the area. Apply securely online at alcoacommunityfcu.org for your next loan. Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union now serving Saline, Grant, Garland, Hot Springs, in Perry counties.
At Capital Technology Group, we make your technology our priority. Our team of experts can become your outsourced IT department, solving problems even before you know about them. We provide and maintain everything from servers and network infrastructure to printers and digital copiers. As a family business with over 80 years of history in Little Rock, you can trust Capital Technology Group to be your business technology partner. If you're ready to get your IT in order, visit captg.com and sign up for a free consultation.
Jones & Son Diamond and Bridal Fine Jewelry proudly support the Weave on Helm Down Home Jubilee on Saturday, October 19th from Marville, Arkansas. This event was created to celebrate all genres of music and provide a platform for both established and up-and-coming artists to showcase their talent. Weave On is well known by hits such as The Wait, The Night They Drove Old Dixie Down, and Up on Cripple Creek. Rolling Stone magazine ranked Weave On number 91 in the list of 100 greatest singers of all time. For more information, go to weaveonhelmjubilee.com.
This is Chris Roberts with Southern Bank. Southern Bank is a 137-year-old community bank with branches across Arkansas founded on strength and stability. Real community-style banking, local decisions, and friendly staff you know by name, all coupled with competitive deposit and loan rates. From small to large projects, we can handle it all. So what's holding you back? Give us a call at 501-424-0900 or check out our website at bankwithsouthern.com. Learn how you can experience the Southern Bank difference today. Member FDIC.
Join the zone each Monday for Game Balls and Jockstraps, brought to you by A Caddy's Touch Landscaping. Find out who made the best, average, and worst headlines in sports and entertainment each Monday as Justin and DJ give you their Game Balls and Jockstraps on the zone from 10 to 1. It's all brought to you by A Caddy's Touch Landscaping, 501-794-2770. Call today to get your landscape updated to a whole new level and be listening for Game Balls and Jockstraps only on 103.7 The Buzz.
Welcome back to the Wild Side on 103.7 The Buzz. The Wild Side Outdoor Report is brought to you by West Rock Landing, your gateway to fishing and fun on Lake Maumelle.
Well, Trey, we talked a few weeks ago about all the leagues swapping, all these different rules for live scope, and we're kind of waiting for shoes to drop and see who's going where and what leagues are going to...
Yeah, how's it all going to shake out?
Right. Well, just saw this week that legendary Bassmaster Classic champs, Cliff Pace and Randy Howell, are going to be rejoining the elites in 2025 just via invites because they're legendary status, so they can step back into the Bassmasters Classic.
Okay.
And stuff, or Bassmaster Elite, so we'll see how they do. Congratulations. it's nice to have some names that you and I follow, especially you know a lot of the legendary
names. Is legend a code word for been around a long time?
Yes.
Because I think that's the truth, though. I mean, I don't know a lot of the new guys.
Yeah,
I mean,
don't either. It's hard to follow them.
But yeah, I mean, but some of those guys, from kind of that cohort, Randy Howe, and those guys that are late 30s, maybe in their 40s now and older, that were around. I mean, Casey Ashley was like a young gun when I was covering the sport.
I remember going fishing at Bowman's place years and years and years ago. Randy Howe's fishing the same reservoir.
Wait a minute. Bowman allowed you to come fishing at his place?
It was a long time ago.
What kind of favors did you have to do in return?
Yeah, I think he just let me come because he felt sorry for me, Trey.
Boy.
Arkansas High School Bassers had a derby Saturday out of Little West Rock Landing at Lake Maumelle. Listen to this. John Clancher and Jacob Birchfield caught a 20-pound sack in that tournament. So congratulations to them. And then Daniel Romine, his partner Remington, the
20-pound bag out at Maumelle?
20-pound. Yeah, I know how they caught them too, which is interesting. It's something that you and I – anyway, Daniel Romine, his partner Remington had a 12.37.
So nice. He won't give your secrets away.
Flutter spoon. And the reason, and listen, here's what's interesting to me. I've thrown spoons all my life, especially after the first frost when the shad died. I'm throwing CC spoons, 1 ounce, bouncing them off the bottom, close to timber and channels.
Yeah.
These guys, I saw kids out there yesterday while I was just out crappie fishing, jerking flutter spoons out in the middle, just bam, bam. Those things aren't light.
No.
10-inch spoon, jerking them off the bottom, mimicking a dying shad. So congratulations to those guys. The young guys do things a little different than the old guys, dragging jigs like we're doing and big worms. They're out there jerking flutter spoons and throwing juggle minnows and doing all sorts of stuff. So and they're targeting fish with live scope. So that's the bottom line. Matt Duvall and Daniel Dunn win the 5th annual JP Custom Baits Customer Appreciation Derby. So congratulations to those guys. And I want to say congrats to my neighbor. My buddy John Loco Cordell was promoted to lieutenant colonel at the Little Rock Air Force Base. So congratulations!
Nice, yeah.
And so I'm got to attend that. Never attended one for a ceremony like that. It's a lot of fun. And we mentioned the Trader Bill's High School Trail on DeGray, October 20th. If you hadn't ever gone out to watch a high school trail, even if you're an old guy like me, it's not a bad idea to put your boat in and follow these guys and watch them. We got somebody on the phone, Trey?
Yeah, I got one thing I want to add, but I was going to ask you about the
West Rock.
Are they going to
October 15th? We talked about that last week. Dropping on October 15th.
I'm sorry. I was in the tech office.
You were out there and doing some tech out there. So they're going to take it down October 15th, bring it back up March 1st. So
I do recall that.
They are going to repair the ramps, and Game and Fish, working with them, are going to put asphalt down the park.
I remember you. I remember having this discussion, but I didn't remember you talking about it specifically when the tournament was. I saw it on our Facebook page, and I just wasn't sure.
Right.
Hey, let me tack this on before we get to Darren in Little Rock, who's holding on line one. We'll tack this onto the outdoor report. Alligator season wrapped up Monday morning. 2-weekend season here in Arkansas. 181 alligators taken and checked during our 17th annual Arkansas alligator season.
Nice.
That is the second highest harvest of alligators on record since the hunt began in 2007. Yeah, I guess it would be 2007 if it's 17 years.
No crocodiles. No crocodiles taken.
No crocs. The other interesting thing about it, Mark, is that Zone 1, which is southwest Arkansas, and Zone 3 had identical harvest of alligators. I think it was like 87 in each zone. Where's my No, so I took my glasses off and I can't see.
We don't
now.
want to lose our guy.
Hey, Darren, hold the line. We'll come back to you
yeah.
after we got to hit a break. And sorry,
That went by quick.
It did. It went by real quick. I think Damon stopped time or something.
Dame, we may have been abducted and didn't know about it.
And we got dropped back right in the same spot.
Exactly.
Right in the same spot.
I'm feeling woozy.
Darren in Little Rock, hold the line. He's got a question or comment about chronic wasting disease, something that folks ought to be talking about or thinking about at least this time of year. We got Keepers and Colds coming up. We've got Tip of the Week. Mark and I are going to just have a good time. We'll take your calls like Darren, who's holding patiently on line one.
Thanks, Darren.
501-661-1037. If you want to be a part of the show, give us a shout. More Wild Side coming up right after this break.
The wild side, living free.
All About Tire and Brake Tire Pros has been serving the community for more than 15 years. Locally owned and operated, we offer a wide range of name brand tires, wheels, and automotive service you can trust, so your dollars stay in our community. All About Tire and Brake Tire Pros, where customers are treated like family, service like your daddy used to get. Visit in store at one of our 2 locations or shop for tires and service online at allabouttireandbrake.com.
Spring and summer may be behind us, but that doesn't mean there's not a good reason to get out to Lake Maumelle to enjoy a day on the water. Trey Reid here from the Wild Side to tell you about West Rock Landing. Our friends at West Rock have everything you need to enjoy a day on the lake. Whether you're fishing for bass or crappie or just taking in the amazing views of the Ouachita Mountains, West Rock offers bait, tackle, boat rentals, and so much more. Check them out at westrocklanding.com or go see them just a few miles west of Little Rock on Highway 10. West Rock Landing, your gateway to Lake Maumelle.
Trader Bill's Outdoors is a one-stop shop for all your fishing and boating needs. They carry Vexus bass boats, Godfrey pontoons, and Taiga surf, wake, and ski boats. Their marine department also features parts and accessories from most boat manufacturers. And if something goes wrong with your boat, their service department is ready to get you back in the game with quality repairs and friendly service. Trader Bill's Outdoors, 1530 Albert Pike in Hot Springs and 12006 I-30 Frontage Road in Little Rock, where great fishing and boating began.
The Bud Light Little Blue Book is back on Drive Time Sports. Each Thursday at 4, Randy will open the Bud Light Little Blue Book, giving you a chance to call in and give your predictions like a pro. You can also submit your predictions on live fan feedback and the Buzz text line. Just give Randy the correct final score for the upcoming Razorback football game and the tiebreaker, and you win money, courtesy of Bud Light. It's the Bud Light Little Blue Book only on Thursday nights on 103.7 The Buzz. For a full list of rules, visit 1037thebuzz.com.
Justin Anker for CertaPro Painters. And if you're like me, you're a bit of a perfectionist. And when you look around your home and you see scuffs and faded colors on your walls, crack peeling paint on the outside of your home, it makes you unhappy. So put a smile on your face by calling CertaPro Painters. Protect that investment with quality painting from CertaPro Painters. They make your experience worry-free, and it all starts with a free estimate. Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated. Schedule that free estimate online at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C. So quit putting off what you should be putting on. And that's new paint with the help of CertaPro Painters. Choose happy. Choose CertaPro Painters.
Join Puppy Up Little Rock for a dog walk around MacArthur Park and a silent auction in the pavilion to fundraise for important canine cancer research on Saturday, October 12th from 11 to 2 p.m. at the MacArthur Park Pavilion in downtown Little Rock. The walk starts at 1 p.m. Kids under 14 are free. The registration is $20 at puppyupwalk.org/Little Rock. For more information, contact Fran at puppyup.org or 501-690-1903.
Serious injuries happen every day.
If it happens to you, don't wait. Dial 8.
Dial 8 for Rainwater, Holton, Sexton.
888-8888.
Anywhere in the state, dial 8.
We've got you covered, Arkansas.
Responsible attorneys Michael Rainwater and Bob Sexton.
Hey Razorback fans, it's Quinn Grovey. Check out the new location of Bell & Sword in Conway. Suits, shirts, vests, also polos with Arkansas logo gear from Johnny O and Peter Millar. A store within a store with Arkansas-made Martin Dingman shoes and leather goods. Fantastic service with a tailor-owned staff to fit you perfectly. Go to the new location, Bell & Sword, 1011 Oak Street, Conway, or on Facebook and Instagram.
Arkansas broadcast legend Craig O'Neill joins Morning Mayhem each week, presented by Petty Jean Meats, locally owned and operated for 4 generations. With Petty Jean Meats, people always know where their meat is coming from, made right here in Arkansas.
Welcome back to the Wild Side on a Tuesday night here in Little Rock. First Tuesday night in October. So good.
I can't believe it's October.
You're not supposed to say that again, Mark. Hey, one programming note. Mark was giving Damon grief about his haircut, and Damon has informed us that it is the Floyd Lawson era Barney Fife memorial cut.
And it looks very good. It looks very good. I bet after he wash it, it's the Otis Campbell cut.
Damon.
Zap him.
Damon, I'm trying to help you out, brother, but Mark's not letting it happen.
Let's go to
line one. Hopefully Darren's still there. Darren, are you still there? You were patient.
I am. How you doing, Trey?
Good, Darren. What's on your mind, man? You got a question or comment about chronic wasting disease?
Yeah, and I listen to you all the time on the morning show, and I catch you when I'm in the car in the evenings. Friday, I was going out to a buddy of mine's house at the end of 145th Street, Pratt Road.
Okay.
Right there when you're kind of halfway coming into Riceville, and run into a county truck that was sitting on the side of the road, and there was a deer, 8-point, nice 8-point, but he was skinny as all get out, just doing circles out on the side of the road.
It's not
and
good.
He jumped up on the side of the road, and he started bumping into their truck, and a neighbor come out, and didn't have nothing but some squirrel shot for his 12 gauge, and then he come up with one slug, and I put the deer down. The deer actually let me lead him off the street by his rack.
Golly.
I thought, well, yeah, his tongue was hanging out and slobbering. And I walked him over in the ditch and killed him. But I just kind of wanted everybody to know. I called the game fish. They came and got him.
Good. Well, that was exactly what I was going to say, Darren. That, excuse me. Look, I got a case of chronic choking disease there for a second. Yeah, man, that's the thing. There's a hotline you can report suspected CWD whitetails or elk for that matter up in that part of the state. But that's a great. Thank you for sharing that. And it doesn't necessarily mean it had CWD, but
Sure looks like it. I've been hunting for 50 years, and I've never been able to grab a daggum 8-point.
No, that's not usual behavior, is it?
No, and then spinning in circles.
No doubt.
But anyway, I put him down. The game and fish came and got him. They brought somebody out of Pine Bluff to come get him. They did come get him, and they never called me back. Just kind of let everybody know. If you're hunting out, there's a lot of deer hunters out there.
Yeah, man, that's the thing. If you see sick deer, number one, I mean. If you're planning on
report,
right. Now, the more folks that and Game and Fish has 100 plus locations around the state where you can get your animal tested for free, and that not only gives you peace of mind to consume that meat eventually, but it also helps Game and Fish keep tabs on where the disease is. Well, Darren, thanks for that story, man, and thanks for taking.
I wasn't trying to go for the meat. I just didn't want him in the herd because he was definitely sick for something.
Absolutely. Well, Darren, thanks for the call, man. Appreciate you letting folks know about that.
Yep.
Take care
all the time, man.
Thank you, Darren. Take care, man.
Thanks, Darren. Trey, I talked a little week before last. We have a new advertiser join us.
Absolutely.
Which I'm really proud of. I've known this lady for a while, Tammy Chase Insurance. She's in Maumelle, Arkansas, on Counts Massey Road. And she understands that navigating the world of health insurance can be overwhelming, and it can be confusing. It was for me when it came time for some insurance solutions. They're here to help you with that, whether you're looking for Medicare coverage, health insurance, indemnity insurance, life insurance, or dental and vision insurance. They have the expertise and resources to kind of guide you and help you find the best plan for your needs. They're here to provide the help and support every step of the way, from selecting the right plan to enrolling. And with the help of Tammy and the folks there at Tammy Chase Insurance, you can rest assured that you're making informed decisions about your health insurance coverage. And I got to tell you, Trey, the best line in all.
I was going to say, Mark, they do all that, and they also have the best line in insurance. Tammy Chase puts the I care in Medicare.
And there's no question. Let me tell you something. She does care.
I'm talking about ad copy writes itself. Our creative department has been out of town, and we got to get some ads written up that we're going to. But not hard to convert that to an ad when you have a wonderful slogan like that.
And I know her, and
she's helped you navigate the Medicare system.
Yes, and so as all of our advertisers, they just want an opportunity, just to show you what they got. So
we appreciate you, Tammy. Thanks for coming on board, and hope folks that are listening will give Tammy a chance to help them with their insurance and Medicare needs.
No doubt about it. So talk a little bit about what you did this morning. I think
it was pretty cool, Mark. We're crossing over into that the day job territory, but Arkansas Game and Fish. Well, started a couple of weeks ago, but this morning was kind of a bigger version of it. But down on the Cossatot River, Mark.
First off, I would have loved to have gone with you, but what time did y'all have to get up to leave?
I left a little after 4 a.m.
Yeah, I'm out.
Yeah, met Scotty Wyatt, co-worker and right-hand man over there for me at Game and Fish, and we rolled down there, got an early start. Really cool project, Mark. We talked about it, I think, in Keepers and Coals a couple of 3 weeks ago. I had it as a keeper.
You sure did.
It was the first reintroduction of the threatened leopard darter into the Cossatot River, and this darter was actually put on the endangered species list in 1978. Number one, it exists only in southeastern Oklahoma and southwest Arkansas. Only place in the world you find it. It's endemic to that area. The little tributaries of the Little River, up above Millwood, above Dirks, Gillum, and DeQueen Lakes. So that's the area we're talking about. And actually, the construction of those reservoirs is probably the biggest reason that the thing is not that species is not doing as well as it should.
They're not. Really, when it boils down to it, a lot of things eat them.
They're small fish. You think a smallmouth ever ate one? You betcha, sure did.
It's like if you've ever gone on some of these tributaries that have log perch.
Yeah.
That feed into like Ouachita and Maumelle.
Absolutely.
You'll catch a fish, you'll go, what in the world is that? It looks like a little pike or something.
Yep.
It's a log perch or a sand pike, whatever you want to call it.
Well, the leopard darter, the interesting part, what do you do about this, species when you got fragmented habitat, and we've talked a lot about the stream barrier removals,
right.
They're Game and Fish currently working with Weyerhaeuser to remove, I think, 5 or 6 of these barriers on Robinson Creek, which is a tributary of Little River right there near the Oklahoma border. So in conjunction with this restocking effort and some of this habitat work, they're hoping these endangered fish can get a little bit of a foothold there in the Cossatot, and they're capturing brood stock over in the upper Little River watershed in Oklahoma. Really interesting, Mark. There's a nonprofit fish hatchery out of Knoxville, Tennessee called Conservation Fisheries Incorporated, CFI. They've figured out how to breed and propagate these rare species, non-game species. Started working with.
They're gone, dude.
Yeah, I started working with the TVA, Tennessee Valley Authority. To some mitigation work and stuff like that. But they kind of figured out how to do it, and so Game and Fish, Oklahoma Department of Wildlife and Fisheries, U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, because they have the authority because it is on the ESL. All working together, working with this nonprofit group. They bring the fish over from Knoxville. Stocked about 250 of them this morning, and so really, really cool project.
Nice.
I saw last week, Mark. So there were some folks making comments on the Game and Fish Facebook page, and a couple of the biologists were joking about it this morning. That's where my tax dollars are going, huh? Well, guess what? These fish are canaries in the coal mine.
Yeah,
as they go, the smallmouth and the sunfish and those things that we like to fish for go as well. And it's all
like people going, I don't see frogs anymore. And you go, really? Well, how's your reservoir doing? Well, it ain't doing real good.
Yeah.
It's pretty simple.
It's pretty simple. And we lose sight of the fact those fish have been there for thousands of years, long before, we got here.
Long before Facebook. So the other thing I want you to do, Trey, and I know we only have a few minutes, but tell us a little bit about taking Kennedy up to the
my gosh, Mark.
The diamond mine known as
Dry Run Creek. Yeah, I took my 13-year-old granddaughter, Kennedy, up there, driving up in the remnants of Helene, and I'm thinking, we're going to camp at Quarry Park across the highway there. Like, are we even going to be, I had, going to get a hotel as a backup plan, but anyway, things worked out perfectly. Get there, just a light drizzle, got the tent set up. We went and had a pizza at North Fork Brewery. Stopped raining long enough. We built the fire, stayed dry throughout the night, but the next morning we go to Dry Run, and Mark, she absolutely
go to our Facebook page. We got great pictures.
She wore them out. I was so proud of her, casting by herself and, figuring out how to drift and mend the line and all that good stuff. And so it was...
thank good Tillman taught her how to do all that. So thank you, Tillman.
Stick around. More Wild Side and Mark's bad jokes coming up right after this break.
Mr. Phillips found old Johnny Cash.
I'm Mark Hedrick from the Wild Side here on 103.7 The Buzz. You probably already know Edwards Food Giant as the meat people. And when I'm looking to throw a steak on the grill, my first stop is the incredible meat counter at Edwards Food Giant. Ribeyes, fillets, strips, T-bones, and porterhouses. Whatever your favorite cut, you'll find the best selection of certified Angus beef at Edwards Food Giant. Their prices are great, with weekly specials that will make your next steak dinner as affordable as it is tasty. Go see them today. Edwards Food Giant, the meat people.
All About Tire and Brake Tire Pros has been serving the community for more than 15 years. Locally owned and operated, we offer a wide range of name brand tires, wheels, and automotive service you can trust, so your dollars stay in our community. All About Tire and Brake Tire Pros, where customers are treated like family, service like your daddy used to get. Visit in store at one of our 2 locations or shop for tires and service online at allabouttireandbrake.com.
Tune in to Out of Bounds each Monday for Weekend Recap, brought to you by Fleet Management Services. Serving Central Arkansas for over 20 years, they're your small to mid-sized fleet specialists that also takes care of our fleet at Signal Media. Fleet Management Services is now hiring for Loop Tech, Tire Tech, and Light Maintenance. 8 paid holidays and paid vacation, paid health insurance, and 401k. Pay depends on experience and signing bonus. Apply in person at 901 East 8th Street in Little Rock.
At Capital Technology Group, we make your technology our priority. Our team of experts can become your outsourced IT department, solving problems even before you know about them. We provide and maintain everything from servers and network infrastructure to printers and digital copiers. As a family business with over 80 years of history in Little Rock, you can trust Capital Technology Group to be your business technology partner. If you're ready to get your IT in order, visit captg.com and sign up for a free consultation.
You don't have to go through yet another year of that knee pain or back pain. People with chronic joint pain are getting real lasting relief from QC Kinetics. Hey everybody, it's RJ. QC Kinetics is the nation's leader in advanced regenerative medicine. Their unique protocols use healing agents from your own body to target those aching joints, repairing and restoring damaged tissue the natural way. So think about this. You'll be able to move again with no surgery, no drugs, and no downtime. Got shoulder pain? Excruciating hip pain? If you have any arthritis pain or lingering pain from an injury, do not let them operate on you or give you more steroids. Say no to the pain pills, but instead, you need to call QC Kinetics. People are raving about these treatments all over Central Arkansas. This is the future of joint pain management, and appointments are available as soon as next week. Call QC Kinetics for a free consultation. 501-222-8440. That's 501-222-8440. QC Kinetics, 501-222-8440.
Did you get us switched over to shelter insurance?
Actually, I found a deal online.
You did? Does your deal come with award-winning customer service?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Does the deal include a local agent?
Doesn't actually say.
Can we create a customized plan that fits our needs? Let's just call the local shelter agent.
For insurance that fits just right, find a shelter agent near you.
For auto, home, life, or business insurance, contact Nick Gennardi in Sherwood or Seth Hobbs in Bryant. Register now for the 2024 Bud Light SEC Pick'em Challenge for your chance to win a 50-inch TV. Make sure to submit your picks each week so you can have the most points at the end of the season. Whoever has the most points will be the 2024 Bud Light SEC Pick'em Challenge winner and receive the 50-inch TV. Register online at 1037thebuzz.com. Only on your fun and game station, 1037 The Buzz.
I'm a real wild one. Wild one. Wild one. Wild one.
It's time for this week's Keepers and Calls, presented by Battery Outfitters. Sometimes you keep them, sometimes you throw them back. But when it comes to your battery needs, the service and selection at Battery Outfitters are always keepers.
We got some good ones, Mark.
Blue-green algae has been detected in one of the discharge ponds at Lake Swepco. So out of abundance of caution, they've issued an advisory and temporarily closed the lakes. That happens a lot. Certain times a year.
Certain times a year. This being one of them.
Yeah, and if you don't do something, they get those cyanobacteria in there, and it can be really harmful to people, humans.
Damon's having a little fun.
Wild Kingdom here.
While Mark wrestles the crocodile, Trey will be in the bus studio
having
recording
and laughing with Damon.
That's so good. That's so good.
I figured you boys would come up with a few wild ones, so I put a little music.
Thank you.
Thank you, Damon.
So the blue-green algae, don't swim in it. Don't get just if you see it, report it. That's kind of the way we want to talk about that. Here's a keeper. Battle Axe Hunting Club donated 75 deer this past season to Arkansas Hunters Feeding the Hungry. And that amounts to over 2,200 pounds of protein, 8,800 servings, or 17,000 packages of those snack sticks for the school program.
That's pretty awesome.
So congratulations to Battle Axe Hunting Club. That's something more hunting clubs ought to look at doing. And then here's the last keeper. A family lost a family pet for over 30 years and found the pet in an attic alive after the owner died.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
What kind of pet lives for 30 years?
Well, you're going to be surprised, Trey, but it was in the attic. They'd had somebody 30 years ago come over, do some air conditioning work, and they thought maybe this pet had just gotten out, and they looked for it forever. Turns out after the family patriarch died, they went to the attic to get some stuff, and sure enough, there it was, a tortoise.
Well, that makes sense.
They can actually go 3 months to 6 years without food. He likely was eating insects and extracted water probably from the insects or the pupa or whatever the little is living up
Amazing.
there.
How long do those things live?
If without water, not long. but anyway, they can live up to 255 years. And so that's pretty cool. And the last cull is Hank Parker fell out of a tree because he wasn't secured to the and this time of
75% of Arkansas's hunting accidents last year were falls from tree stands, and in none of those cases were people using a safety harness, and clearly Hank Parker was not either.
Yeah. So check his Facebook page out. He's got a lot of good things to say about wearing your safety harness.
Well, Mark, let's see what have I got. Let's start with the old call. This was made actually national headlines, but a child was attacked by an otter in a Seattle area. I'm speaking as if I'm British or from Boston area. He was at the Bremerton Marina.
Yeah.
In Kitsap County, Washington, and the child and his mother were there, and the otter jumped up on the dock, pulled the child in, and the mother had to get in there and rescue the child. The child was treated for minor injuries, and the otter was trapped and relocated, which in this case I believe is a euphemism for head stomped in.
Well, I don't know if we were for sure, but do you think it could be over in somebody's freezer, like RFK came and got it, maybe?
He's going to use it to train his raptors.
Yeah,
He's going to use it to train his raptors.
Oh my God!
Maybe extract. Never mind. I'm not going.
No,
there.
we're not.
I was going to make a political joke, but
no, we don't do that on the wild side.
Not most of the time, at least.
Not unless you're stirred up.
Not as frequent as it used to be.
No.
So this story just blew me away. It was a summary. There was an article recently published in the journal Ecology about a Japanese frog called Ifinger's tree frog, Curixalis ifingeri, if you want to know the genus and species, if you're into the Latin names of stuff, if you're not into the whole brevity thing. They live in some remote islands of Ishigaki and Irimote in Japan. Here's the crazy thing about it, Mark. They have discovered that the tadpole stage of this frog, it doesn't poop, man. It has learned not to poop. And here's the deal. They live in these isolated backwaters, sometimes in little tree stumps and things like that. Yeah. If you poop full of your water, hey, your water's not clean anymore. And these tadpoles, they're not like at that age where they can leave yet.
Do you think there's little signs they put up says no logs in the bogs? I mean,
I want to buzz you, but it's almost like too good. It's bad, but it's so bad it's good. Yeah. Oh, Damon, no, I don't think he deserved that, man. Yeah, I don't think he deserved that.
Little frog.
That was good.
Sign. Yeah, I thought you'd like it.
They have a very high tolerance to ammonia, and apparently they just store ammonia in their bodies for long periods of time until they start to turn into a frog.
And you clean your counters with them.
That's a keeper for me.
Yeah, that's
a keeper.
No doubt.
We mentioned the illegal, the Montana man who was illegally breeding goats. We talked about this several months ago on the Wild Side. He was taking genetic material from a North American species and genetic material from some a sheep, a Marco Polo sheep in Kazakhstan, and he was trying. He created what he called the Montana Mountain King, or the MMK sheep. Was selling these to high fence places, primarily in Texas, but around the country. A whole lot of illegal stuff going on there, and the judge sentenced him to 6 months in prison, which is pretty remarkable for an 81-year-old man.
Hey, let me just ask you though. So you're sitting there, and the guy next to you goes, "Hey, what are you in for?"
Man, I was breeding goats illegally.
That's not something. No, that's not something that you're going to be proud of.
Yeah, there was. There was so much wrong with what he was doing, just on so many levels. And now he's a convicted goat breeder.
And I went over to see Stephen Herron today, Battery Outfitters, who does our keepers and culls. Dude, I got to tell you something. You need to get over there and check it out.
I've got to, because I discovered did a little diagnostic on my truck battery last week, and it's operating at like 67%, so 2/3
mine's
of
like
capacity.
80%.
You know what I discovered though? The battery is 7 years old in there.
Oh yeah.
I need to tell Steven, y'all might need to take this one apart and figure out what it did right.
Yeah, no doubt.
No doubt. All right, I got one more, Mark. This is a short one before we hit the break here. This is real. It's only a 4-paragraph story from the Associated Press, but it is incredible. A 12-year-old boy potentially saved his father's life when he fired one shot from his rifle, killing a wounded black bear that was mauling Pops.
I saw that.
Ryan Bierman, 43-year-old father, was on his back fighting for his life, punching and kicking.
Beierman?
Bierman, B-E-I-E-R. Okay. I'm going Bierman, but it could be Bierman.
I was about to say.
200-pound black bear. He saw a flash from the muzzle of his son Owen's rifle. The shot killed the bear immediately. Owen had wounded the bear earlier in the day. This was about a month ago, about 3 weeks ago. They tracked the bear to a small clearing. It charged him from 6 feet away. The elder Bierman fired 8 shots from a pistol, missed every one. So his son, the attack lasted about 45 seconds before the son jumped in, shot the bear. The elder Bierman needed 23 stitches to reattach a flap of skin on his cheek. Wowzer, what a story. Hey, we got to take a break. One more segment of the Wild Side coming up right after this break.
Trader Bill's Outdoors has the largest fishing tackle selection in the region, including the newest lures and the newest colors, as well as a wide selection of locally made lures that are proven winners on Arkansas lakes and streams. They also carry top-of-the-line rods and reels by the industry's leading companies, and they employ local anglers who are always prepared to answer your questions and set you on the path to success. Trader Bill's Outdoors, 1530 Albert Pike in Hot Springs and 12006 I-30 Frontage Road in Little Rock.
Mark Hedrick here from the Wild Side to tell you about our friends at West Rock Landing on Lake Maumelle. I've been fishing Maumelle for decades, and even though I've learned a few things about catching fish on the lake through the years, I've also learned that it all starts at West Rock Landing. If you're looking for a place to hold your next bass tournament, our friends at West Rock are ready to help you take care of the details. Their covered deck is perfect for weigh-ins. They can also set you up with a boat rental for a day of fishing or a day of just enjoying the views and the area's wildlife. Go see them today. West Rock Landing, your gateway to Lake Maumelle.
It's time to hit the lakes and rivers, but before you back that boat into the water, stop by Battery Outfitters in North Little Rock, because the boat ramp is a bad place to discover a dead battery. Stephen Heron and the crew will take care of you like family and make sure you are charged up and ready to roll before you make the first cast. Bad batteries take your fish finder out of the equation, and you can't stay on the fish if your trolling motor won't turn. So take charge of your fishing fortunes with a trip to Battery Outfitters, 5915 JFK Boulevard.
Join Puppy Up Little Rock for a dog walk around MacArthur Park and a silent auction in the pavilion to fundraise for important canine cancer research on Saturday, October 12th from 11 to 2 p.m. at the MacArthur Park Pavilion in downtown Little Rock. The walk starts at 1 p.m. Kids under 14 are free. The registration is $20 at puppyupwalk.org/Little Rock. For more information, contact Fran at puppyup.org or 501-690-1903.
Justin Aker for CertaPro Painters. And if you're like me, you're a bit of a perfectionist, and when you look around your home and you see scuffs and faded colors on your walls, crack peeling paint on the outside of your home, it makes you unhappy. So put a smile on your face by calling CertaPro Painters. Protect that investment with quality painting from CertaPro Painters. They make your experience worry-free, and it all starts with a free estimate. Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated. Schedule that free estimate online at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C. So quit putting off what you should be putting on, and that's new paint with the help of CertaPro Painters. Choose happy. Choose CertaPro Painters.
If you've ever stood overlooking a bluff on Pettigene, floated the Buffalo, taken a leisurely drive through miles of Delta farmland, or even witnessed a brilliant sunset from your own backyard, you know Arkansas is full of beauty. Naturally, that leaves no room for trash. Get litter out of the picture and keep Arkansas in its natural state, clean and green. Visit KeepArkansasBeautiful.com to learn more. A message from this station, the Arkansas Broadcasters Association, and the Keep Arkansas Beautiful Commission.
This is Chris Roberts with Southern Bank. Southern Bank is a 137-year-old community bank with branches across Arkansas founded on strength and stability. Real community-style banking, local decisions, and friendly staff you know by name, all coupled with competitive deposit and loan rates. From small to large projects, we can handle it all. So what's holding you back? Give us a call at 501-424-0900 or check out our website at bankwithsouthern.com to learn how you can experience the Southern Bank difference today. Member FDIC.
Listen to Out of Bounds every day to hear about what's trending on social media and whether listeners agree or disagree. Engaging conversations about engaging topics. Sponsored by Arkansas-based West Rock Coffee. Join West Rock and their 1.5 million coffee farmers around the globe as they fuel Arkansans with great tasting coffee, tea, and water delivered directly to your business. Contact them at westrockcoffee.com or 833-886-JAVA. That's 833-886-5282. Call today.
Welcome back to the Wild Side on 103.7 The Buzz. It's the All About Tire and Brake tip of the week. All about tire and brake, because you deserve hassle-free service.
All right, Mark, it is October, as we mentioned at the top of the show. And in case you missed it, the calendar page did turn over today. It is October 1st, and it's a time of year when schools around the state have an opportunity to get their hands on some of that Arkansas Game and Fish Commission fine money, man. It is the application, kind of, we were talking insurance with Tammy Chase. Open enrollment time for the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission education grants. Those are administered by the Division of Rural Services. But in case you don't know the score, every fine that results in a conviction, every ticket that results in a conviction of game and fish violations, that money doesn't go into the Game and Fish Commission general fund. It stays in the county where the fine was assessed. Goes into a pot of money that is, again, administered by the Division of Rural Services and can be used for things like for conservation education, taking a trip to a nature center, putting diesel in that school bus to get you over to the Whit Stevens Jr. Central Arkansas Nature Center or one of the other fine nature centers, starting a butterfly garden, a pollinator garden, a schoolyard habitat, getting supplies for archery in the schools, for the youth shooting sports program. All of the above are eligible grant funding opportunities. So if you're a school administrator, a principal, teacher, whatever, you want to find out about that, go to agfc.com/education grants. That's agfc.com/education grants, and that will take you to the more information and a link to the online application at Division of Rural Services. Deadlines for application are October 25th this year.
Well, Trey, we talked about this a little bit ago, and I am losing my voice again, so maybe I need more health care than
you might need. Tammy Chase, he may need some extra policies.
So, but Tammy Chase Insurance is your local health insurance experts, and they are located Counts Massey Road in Maumelle. Like I said earlier, they understand that navigating the world of health insurance, it can be overwhelming, Trey. It's confusing. And that's why they're there. They want to help, want an opportunity. Whether you're looking for Medicare coverage or your health insurance, whether you're looking for indemnity insurance, life insurance, or dental and vision insurance, Tammy Chase Insurance has the expertise and resources to guide you and help you find the best plan for your needs. And they're here to provide help and support every step of the way. And I know that because if I call them, I get a call back. If I text them, I get a text back. So from selecting the right plan to enroll in, with help from Tammy Chase Insurance Solutions, you can rest assured that you're making informed decisions about the health insurance coverage, and they certainly do put the eye care in Medicare.
I can't get over that. I mean, that slogan is it's gold, man.
It is gold.
Tammy Chase puts the eye care in Medicare.
Yeah, it's like us putting the ild in wild. It doesn't have the same ring to it.
I'll hit him.
I'll
hit him, Damon.
It doesn't have the same ring to it. She's got the best.
We put the side in wild side.
Yes.
No.
Or we put the in the wild side.
We put the indefinite article there. Indefinite article.
So but it's been a great show. I was so excited to see Kennedy. I want to take my granddaughter up.
And you were a little upset with me that I didn't plan this out and enough time for you to get your granddaughter.
I think I got 3 or 4 more good.
You got some time now. If you don't know Dry Run Creek, it's only open to anglers under the age of 16 and anglers with disability or mobility impairment, and that doesn't mean you had ACL surgery and you got a brace on and you're using a cane. That doesn't count. You actually have to have a mobility impaired license from Arkansas Game and Fish and be able to show that. And the game warden checked me, Mark. I was visited by a park ranger from the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers as well as an Arkansas Game and Fish game warden,
and that's good.
That's good. Glad to see him out there.
The key is if you go, don't bring your rod and reel if you're taking your kids.
No, and you can have multiple rods, only one in use at a time. But you better not be casting it and trying to catch
stripping line or anything like that.
Mark, I was talking a little bit about it earlier, but it was just a phenomenal day, man. She caught so many and had so much fun and was so proud of herself.
Great.
But I got to tell you, she caught this one brook trout. That's not browns and rainbows are fairly, not fairly. They are common, and you catch cutthroat and brook are just you just don't run into
Unicorns.
as many out there. This brook trout had been in there for a while. Nice. I mean, it was a little football shape, man, probably about 18 inches, maybe 2.5 pounds or so. I mean, it was you saw the picture. It just dark, and those spots, the yellow spots, and then the red spots with the blue halo, blue spots with the red halo. I mean, like a neon sign on this thing. It's really cool fish, man.
One thing I wanted to say real quick too. I've been fishing a little with Eric Watts, who's a guide out on Lake Maumelle, crappie guide, and Jay Lewis is a guide up on Washita. The crappie have been biting like crazy. We've downsized a little bit going to these baits called itty bits. Talking to Scott Rook yesterday, he's ordered some of the itty bits and some great crappie catching colors. Drive out there and see them. They should be here. Go get you some. They're biting. The Bobby Garland itty bit's the real deal.
Nice. You know what? I'm going to put you on give you some doctor's orders here. I want you to have some Tech, some cough drops, And
Let's go crappie fishing.
Gargle. Yeah, I might be able to do that.
Let's do it.
Hey, for Damon Poole and Mark Hedrick, I'm Trey Reid. We'll talk to you next week right here on the Wild Side. So long, everybody.
Comes around.
The last bastion of quality programming.
Why would you listen to any other radio station than 1037 The Buzz? KABZ, Little Rock.
Ladies and gentlemen.